Well, good morning and welcome to 30 Days with me, Cassandra B. This is your reset. Today is day 6. It's about sleep and reset. So you've supported your body through hydration, nourishment, movement, gut health, and fiber. Today we move into one of the most powerful and most overlooked parts of our health, and that's sleep. Today, we want to focus on the deep rest equals deep reset. So your body doesn't just rest when you sleep. It actively repairs and restores and clears out what it doesn't need. So this is when your brain clears waste. It's a natural detox. Your body repairs tissues, hormones reset, energy is restored for the next day. So if you don't get that sleep, then it can lead to slow digestion, increase in cravings, disruption in your hormones. It makes everything feel harder. So a good sleep really supports everything you're doing. The other aspect is your body does not heal while you're awake. It actually does its best and truest healing while you're sleeping. So you actually need to get into a deep sleep in order for the body to get its best healing. So your cortisol levels need to be low or non-existent, because if our cortisol is up at any degree, we're not healing. So we have to de-stress, get good sleep in order for our bodies to do what is best for it. And the best part for us is actually getting a good amount of sleep. So good sleep supports everything you're doing in this reset. In our daily lives. Without good sleep, without getting a good 5 to 8 hours, and really we want 7 to 8 hours would be best. Women actually need more sleep than men, scientifically. So we need a little more time for our minds to reset. So we need to be realistic though. Let's face it. Most of us, have 100 things going on. We're running 100 miles an hour. We're not getting the sleep we should. But if we start doing small little things to change the way it is, so create a simple nighttime routine. Keep it realistic. I'm not asking you to throw out the television and do all those things. But if you could turn off your screen 30 to 60 minutes before you went to bed, dimming the lights, taking a few breaths, doing some stretching, kind of getting yourself ready for sleep, and going to bed at a consistent time. So going to bed at the same time every day and getting up at the same time actually helps your rhythm. It helps your body move in its best way. It helps to keep everything consistent in your system. It builds a routine. And there are certain times to actually go to bed, and there are certain times to actually wake up in the proper rhythm of your body. Now, that being said, many of us have jobs and different aspects of our life where this doesn't make it where it's not available to us to actually live in that cycle. But if we can do little things to just build up the way we actually live, it'll be so much healthier for us. So taking a few deep breaths and doing some nice gentle stretching before going to bed to make your body a little more limber. Drinking herbal tea like chamomile or ginger, taking a warm bath or a hot shower. But remember, we want to do this in candlelight, because what we don't want is the big light on stimulating our mind. We actually want to start down. If you could put a candle on or lower your lights for an hour before you went to bed, your mind actually starts to set, almost like if you wake with the sun just waking you up and you go to bed with the sun going to bed, you actually get into a beautiful rhythm. Now, most of us can't do that in our working world, but that is the natural way to be. So the best thing to do, though, is also the other things you could do for yourself is to journal, so that you can reset your mind, get all of that clutter that's going on in your head. If you just write for a few minutes every night, even if it doesn't make sense, you don't have to write a letter or sentences. Just write all the stuff that's going on in your head and go, great, thank you for taking care of that for me. And I'm going to go off and climb into bed and have a beautiful night's sleep, because all of my worries and issues and all of that overthinking, I already put on the paper so that I can look at it tomorrow. It's there. I'll get to it. It's kind of like that to-do list for tomorrow. So we just need to keep routines easy, simple, and it doesn't have to be perfect. We're not looking for perfection. Remember, that is not what we are about. We're humans. There is no perfection. So just create a signal to your body that it's time to slow down and rest. doing those small little things for yourself to put yourself in a better routine, to tell your mind, all right, we're starting to wind down for the day. We're starting to get ready to go to bed. All right, now we're in bed. And this is one of the neat things. Sleep is one of the only things that you need to pretend to be doing before you actually do it. So when you think about it, you crawl into bed and you go, I'm going to go to sleep now. And you pretend you're sleeping, and the next thing you know, you're sleeping. It's a really interesting thing, because nothing else in our life do we pretend to be doing it to actually make it happen. It's kind of a neat thing for yourself. So, get good at pretending to go to sleep so that you actually fall into sleep. Now, remember, if you're perimenopausal or postmenopause, hot flashes, all of that stuff that can come and go, hormones shifting, through your 40s, your 50s, your 60s. Sometimes even later, sometimes even earlier. So all of that swirling and shifting. And then, stress, all of those things. So we need to really find a way to come into ourselves. But if we build ourselves a routine and start putting ourselves into that nightly way, then our body starts paying attention to go, oh, right, it's time to go to bed. Oh, it's time to get rested. Okay, we're going to crawl into bed now, because your body will have gone, okay, I'm going to wash my face, I'm going to brush my teeth, I'm going to do the thing, I'm going to have a shower and candlelight, whatever it is. Build yourself a beautiful routine so that your body knows it's time to go into rest mode. Get out of the stimulation of all of the, TV, computers, cell phones, all of those kind of things that are stimulation to the brain. Low down your lights to tell your mind it's time to start quieting down. Beautiful ways to just incorporate really simple ways to make yourself feel better. Anyway, so I hope that this helps you with your little tidbits. So remember, we're wanting to hydrate our bodies, move our bodies, put our leafy greens in there. Just like even 3 leaves of spinach in your smoothie or anything can make a world of difference. 3 minutes of dancing every 3 hours. 3 minutes every 3 hours. That'll get you in dancing 3, 4, 5 times in a day. That'll be a big difference compared to where you are. Get up and move after you eat. Don't sit on your butt. That's how everything sits stagnant. And remember, sitting makes all our lymph nodes in our crotch area get stuck and stagnant, so the toxins are not releasing. So we really need to be aware and move. No sitting after supper. You need to move for 10 or 15 minutes to get everything back up and moving. Not go sit in front of the TV, because then your body gets sluggish and then the weight happens and then everything slows down. We don't want that for ourselves. And we need to find our way to get better rest so that our cortisol levels come down, so our healing levels go up, so that we can be in better self moving forward. Anyway, that's my tidbit for the day. I hope you guys all have a lovely day. Remember to hydrate, move your body, and get great sleep. If those are the only 3 that you remember, those are the best 3 to keep in mind. So anyway, have a beautiful day, and I'll see you again tomorrow for 30 Days with me, Cassandra B. Bye.